this is Claudia here from the Bookkeeping Experts. We're back for more education on QuickBooks Online. And with QuickBooks new interface, we have a lot to share with you. And today we're going to share a few things, tricks, and tips on how to get you right on track with the new interface. We also want to show you how to reconcile a bank account for the first time. Now, for those of you who are going to be at Intuit Connect next week, I am going to be there and I hope to see you there. Please come and say hello. I would love to see those of you who have watched our channel and come and tell us what you think, what you want us to cover. I would love to see you there. Now, without much further ado, we're going to go straight into QuickBooks Online and we're going to show you how to do the initial reconciliation when you first connect a credit card or bank account with QuickBooks Online. Here is our QuickBooks Online new interface. To get to the banking, right now, you can go on the left or on the top into accounting and bank transactions. But now we're going to reconcile. So we're going to click on reconcile right from here. And we're going to select our correct bank account. Credit card account. Keep in mind, it's pretty much the same. Credit card and bank account, the major difference is that usually a bank account will have the ending date as the 31st and the credit card will vary. Now, one thing that is very important, when you first connect a credit card in QuickBooks Online, it will bring the prior statement balance, and a lot of times it's not going to be correct because it will be for the current period, not for the period that you first initiated. So what you want to do here usually is either fix it so that it can match the beginning balance on your bank statement, and that's usually what we are going to do, or delete and create a new one. But we want to make it easy. So verify that here, when we first reconcile, it should be 0, but it doesn't say 0. It has a different amount, and that amount is not correct, is not my initial balance. So let's go back to that credit card. And what I'm going to look for here is that transaction that came when I first connected. So I can actually flip the date. There's 2 different ways to do it and find it here, or I can click on this little funnel here and under reconcile status, since I've never reconciled, I'm going to look for a transaction that has been reconciled. I'm going to apply it and there it is. So either way you're going to get there. So I am going to edit this. And I'm going to start with my opening balance as my beginning balance of the prior month that I'm starting, okay? So the previous month was 48/17/23. Okay, and we leave it under opening balance equity. And at the end of the year, we change that. And of course, QuickBooks is going to say, hey, this is not right. This is not the right beginning balance. But it is, okay? It is the right beginning balance according to the bank statement. I'm going to go ahead and reconcile that. And now I'm going to put the ending balance of the first month that I'm reconciling together with the date of the first month that I'm reconciling. In this case, it is ending date February 6th. I'm going to go ahead and start reconciling. And the only difference that I have here is this interest rate that belongs to the prior month. And because this was already accounted for, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Okay, be careful deleting things, but in this case, I know exactly what that is. and obviously I didn't want it there because it was duplicated. It was for an initial prior year statement. Okay, so here it says zero difference. That's exactly what I want to see. And the couple of things that I am going to take a look at is the payments and the charges. Okay, I'm gonna look into the bank statement. The bank statement, even though it says zero difference here, I'm always going to take a look at those two numbers here. Why am I going to do this? Because at times, even though there's a zero balance here, there could be an error here. So I'm looking at $350 for payments, and it's matching to my statement. And charges of $65.03, it is also matching. Now, if it is a more complex statement, and sometimes you see a difference here, what you want to do is isolate the payments, okay, and make sure that everything matches. You can go one by one according to the bank statement, and then you go into charges and you select all the charges one by one. A couple of tricks that I wanted to tell you is that a lot of times if you're reconciling a bank account, especially a credit card, especially a credit card with a lot of transactions, a lot of times there will be transactions here that are selected because that's the date that we are closing, but that transaction doesn't clear until the following month. And if that's the case, you want to make sure that you uncheck that transaction, okay? So you're gonna select one by one, and those transactions that did not clear on the current month, you're gonna leave it open so you can see it on the following month. Now, with a lot of transactions, if sometimes there's hundreds and hundreds of transactions, and if you don't want to go one by one and still use that feature of QuickBooks of trying to locate all the transactions, you can flip the date into the most current transactions. Okay, I'm gonna go to payment because there's a little bit more, and I'll take a look at the last transactions and make sure that those last transactions did not clear, or it did clear on the current transaction. If it did not clear, you want to uncheck those transactions, okay? In this case, this is a very simple one, so everything worked out. There's zero difference. I know that these transactions are all correct, so I want to go ahead and click on Finish Now, and you can attach the statement over here, and I like to attach the statement. Usually go from your browser, or I'm sorry, your computer. My brain is dying. Computer, and just drag and drop here, or just browse on your computer and bring it over here. I like it because if I have to refer it back or even delete a reconciliation, I can always go back. Delete reconciliation is only available to accountants, but if you're not an accountant, you won't be able to do that. All right, so that would be it for the initial reconciliation of a credit card or bank account. I am going to get back here. Hey. Hopefully this information was easy for you, easy to keep up, and easy to understand. Now, I want to see you back. And if you find these videos educational, if you find it useful, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. I want to give you the benefit of you having access to all the content, all the best content that we put it for you, for your education, and stay up to date with what's going on with QuickBooks Online. So subscribe to our channel and come back for more. I'm gonna be back next week anyways with more information on QuickBooks. Come back for more and keep on smiling.